Once upon a time, there was a prophet sent by God Almighty to guide people to goodness and to worship God alone. This prophet loved God and called people to worship and obey him. This prophet had a good son who was loyal to his father and helped him whenever he asked him. One day, our master Abraham asked him to help him build the Kaaba. He did not mind, but helped him and worked hard at it. Ishmael learned from his father that whoever loves God must prove that by his good deeds, worship, and obedience to God. Love is not words, but action and deed. The more our master Abraham and his son Ishmael looked around them, the more they saw and felt the blessings of God, the more their love for God increased, and thus they obeyed God more and drew closer to him through supplication, prayer, and good deeds. Emphasis on the connection of love with obedience and good deeds. One day, while he was sleeping, our master Abraham saw a vision, which was like a dream, and he saw that he was slaughtering his son, whom he loved to his heart. Our master Abraham is like every father who loves his son, and it is not possible for him to harm him. Our master Abraham knew that God was commanding him to slaughter his son whom he loved. What's he doing? What's he doing? Does he really slaughter his son whom he loves? Does he disobey God and spare the life of his beloved son? This dialogue took place in the mind of our master Abraham. I love my son, but my love for God is greater. So our master Abraham went to his son and told him what he saw in his vision. So what did the good righteous boy do? He simply said to him, Father, do as you are told. He means slaughter me, and our master Ishmael loves life like all human beings. But his love for God is greater. Thus, God Almighty tested both our master Abraham and our master Ishmael, and they succeeded in the test. God Almighty wanted to reward our master Abraham for his success in this test, so he sent down a ram for him to slaughter in place of his son. What is slaughtered during the Eid is called the lamb sacrifice, because it is something that is sacrificed, that is, a person sacrifices it for the sake of God. Our master Abraham loved God and was ready to sacrifice his son, and our master Ishmael was ready to sacrifice his life. You, my son, also have to make a sacrifice. Whoever abandons playing and watching TV for the sake of prayer sacrifices what he loves for God. A brilliant, superior child sacrifices his rest and sleep to study, and God will be pleased with him. A good brother sacrifices some of his toys and clothes for someone who is poorer than him, so that God will be pleased with him. Whoever abandons something for the sake of God, God will replace it with something better. Our master Abraham was ready to abandon his beloved, righteous, and obedient son, so God sent down a ram from heaven to him to be slaughtered in place of our master Ishmael. Whoever sacrifices some of his money for the poor, God will replace him with a blessing in his money and provide him with money from where he did not expect it. The brother sacrifices some of his toys and clothes for someone poorer than him, so that God may be pleased with him. Whoever abandons something for the sake of God, God will replace it with something better. Our master Abraham was ready to abandon his son, so God sent down a ram from heaven to him. Thus, Muslims began to slaughter sheep every year.